In this video, we're going to examine the leadership qualities of Miguel Felix Angel Gallardo, who is the lead character in Narcos, Mexico, which is an interesting show. There's a lot of entrepreneurship going on. So let's look at him as a leader and see how his business skills stack up. The only caveat I need to give is that I haven't finished season 1 yet. I'm talking about what I've seen in season 1, and it's not done. So he might fully unwrap all this. But the first thing is that he has an eye for talent. He sees that Rafa, his cousin, uncle, whatever, his family member, he is good at product. And so he does not try to tell Rafa anything about how to make good product for what they're building. He just lets him have free reign on that. So he knows how to delegate. But he also understands the value of collaboration and organization. That was the fundamental problem that was hurting all of Mexico's operators, like all these different plazas who had their own fields and had their own operations. They weren't working together. And his view was basically saying, let's make the OPEC of Mexico. And effectively bringing everyone together is what allowed them to move a lot better. And they also did collusion, and we'll talk about collusion and what that means. The short answer to what that means is it means illegal price fixing. But it means conspiring with others to fix prices in bad ways. But nonetheless, this organization that he brought to the game was incredibly powerful. He also had vision and ambition. He thought in a major way and said, listen, what we're doing here is fine, but there's a lot more potential here. There's a lot more upside. And he wasn't seeing the world in a zero-sum game, meaning he wasn't seeing just there's this much and we must redistribute what exists. He was seeing that if we partner and work together in a bigger scale, there's even more opportunity for everybody. And that was what he was able to use to get people bought in. Now, the last thing I'll look at him about is his ability to make decisions. And this is one thing that he's quite good at. The guy makes decisions. And that's what good leaders do. As a CEO myself, I remember there were times when there'd be a tough decision and I'd put it off because it was tough. It meant that it was going to be difficult for one of my team members. It meant that a project, we might have to face the facts of it. And let's say it wasn't going well a little bit earlier than we needed to, right? And I just didn't want to deal with it. So it's easy to put these things off. A good leader makes decisions early, because if you make them early and you make the wrong decision, which you're going to do in the course of a career, you have time to recover. And he makes decisions, a lot of quick decisions, and they're high-risk decisions, but he goes ahead and takes them. He has the stones to go ahead and go through and do that. And so by these 4 metrics, by his ability to delegate, his ability to collaborate, his ability to have vision and ambition, and his ability to make decisions, I'd say he's a great leader. Now, I guess all that remains to be seen is if/when all this falls apart towards the end of the season. How is he going to manage all that, and how will he end up? But this show is a strong recommendation. It's been pretty interesting so far. A lot of interesting entrepreneurship and business themes, and no shortage of action either. So strong recommendation, Narcos, Mexico. Peace.